Well, we have pointed out since a long time that it's really not to protect the environment, but it is for depopulation. Schellenhuber, the former head of the Potsdam Institute for Climate Consequences of Climate Change, said, the decarbonization of the world economy means there is only place for 1 billion people on the planet. And that's what they want. I mean, they want to, use the green discussion to eliminate people. And if you needed one more proof, if you look at the German tabloid Bild Zeitung today, on page 2 today, which is the so-called political page, they have a headline, a child is the worst for the environment. And then they quote an author, a woman who wrote a book, Verena Schweiger, saying that, the best thing is not to have children anymore because they are the biggest threat to the environment. For every child you don't have, you save 54.4 tons of CO2 per year. If you don't drive a car, it's only 1.4 tons. So it's insane. So, then in Great Britain, you have now, according to the BBC, a movement of women who go on birth strike because, that in this climate change, you can't have children anymore. So you can see that this is highly orchestrated. Then you look at the operation of Greta Thunberg, this poor Swedish girl, a 16-year-old teenager who has Asperger's disease. So she's highly sick, she's almost autistic. And she's being trotted around the world, being sponsored by all kinds of things. And in the United States, and in Europe, they want to have on the 15th of March, this big day where all the school children don't go to school, but strike against the climate change or the politicians not doing enough. So this is all financed very well by the Sierra Club, by various other foundations. So this is a complete onslaught by the oligarchy, at a moment where the financial system is about to blow again, much larger than 2008, to divert attention, to basically get this green hysteria. And it is hysteria. I mean, there are now school children in Germany who say, oh, I don't need to learn anything anymore because the world ends in 12 years anyway, which is what Octavio Cortez is also saying. Others are saying, I commit suicide in 13 years because the world ends. So this is really too much. And there are many parents who are really upset that their children are being turned into fearful, hysterical little monsters turning against their children. I mean, this is, what dictatorships do. They turn children against their parents. And, I think this must be absolutely countered because it has no science. The science of the universe is anti-entropic. Science and technology are the driver of a continuous progress of civilization, a better understanding of the laws of the universe. And this green stuff is just completely brown. It's not green, it's brown. And people should recognize where it comes from, because it comes out of the eugenics movement and similar things which we have documented very well, which you can find on the website. So I really think this is very dangerous, and people should understand. People who are using and instrumentalize children in this way, they do not back away from nothing.